You would.
I would hit the record button.
Indubitably.
Posterity's sake. But yeah, been not that long since the last time we played, so to keep it short, at the moment, y'all are hunting down the person who seems to have murdered the previous queen of Akros, a fire speaker who seems to have been disgraced by their community by the name of Ignakshi. Seems to have gathered some form of curse or potential affliction from their experience with Mycandus and King Anax when the whole incident of going to Mount Velis to try and cure the king of his poison went apparently horribly wrong. You came to Akros, spoke to the Queen Regent Taranika. She endorsed this mission, and since then you have come to the Agora, a fairly large and busy market in Akros, to seek out the advice of fire speakers, gather equipment, get ready for your journeys into the lava fields to the north of Akros, hunting down this queen-killing piece of trash. You met Pyrana, a other fire speaker who seems to be pretty much on your guys' side for hating Ignakshi, and is willing to escort you guys into the lava fields and give what protection she can to essentially have you guys root the curse of Ignakshi out of these lava fields and potentially bring the health of Perforos back, although that last part is more of a long-term goal. She would rather you just kill Ignakshi for the moment. You're still in the Agora in Akros. Athan has a spear on the way that should be magically enhanced and able to harm creatures that would otherwise be immune to mundane weaponry. And I believe you guys were looking for some form of fire resistance, whether that be in potions, scrolls, little people to follow you around like Pyrana who will cast spells. Is there anywhere in particular you go, or do you just sort of peruse the market stalls for sort of apothecaries or alchemists?
Is there the armory? Is that the same place as the weapons spot?
Yeah, there seems to be a smith who has a tent where they are fitting somebody, sort of sizing people up for armor and weapons. They previously were working with a Malaysian soldier who has since gone on their way.
I'm just trying to check and see what.
I guess what I know, or have we just seen in this walk around the plaza? Is there a place that looks to be some sort of apothecary or like mage who might be selling their services, stuff like that?
So along the southern side, from where you guys came in, down by this ox, there is sort of an array of market stalls with various. Damn it, already doing it. With an arrangement of different potions, items, adventuring gear, stuff like that. The northern part seems to be more of like dining areas, restaurants, places of socializing. You could get food.
Okay, sounds like a good place to start. Speaking of food, I don't know how much we're tracking our rations as we've gone throughout our adventures. Should we go buy some more?
Ignakshi did predict the travel out there would be roughly 5 days, should all things go smooth.
Okay. I'm just going to take it from the player's handbook I'm not gonna make you roleplay that.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
But yeah, if you have gold to buy food, buy food. Asking around and looking at sort of pricing for things, health potions, the uh, normal ones are running around 50 gold. Greater ones that are on the market are running 100 gold. And there are a good deal of fire resistance potions and scrolls of protection from energy that are all running around 200 gold.
Is there uh any sort of like protection armor, or like armor that's like fire resistant?
So with the capabilities of Akros, it's possible that they would be able to make some should you order it, but that will potentially take time.
I will. So you said healing potions, the good ones are 100.
Greater healing potions, which are 44 plus 4, are. Did I say 100? Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Thomas, how much were the rations looking like? What was it, like 3 gold, 4 gold?
It is 5 silver for 1 day.
Okay, so I'll just do 3 silver and get 6 rations. Or
Well, 3
6,
gold.
3 gold. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Math.
I can buy 2 days worth of rations. I'm kind of spent after buying a spear.
I can buy enough. What is the conversion from silver to gold?
Uh,
10
Is silver like
silver,
50
1
cents?
gold.
Oh, okay.
10 to 1.
And we need, how much did you say is it for a day? Sorry, 5?
5
5
silver.
silver a day for 5 days for 3 people.
I'll just buy it then. So is it just, it's just would be 3 gold, or should I buy 5 gold?
It'd be
I bought
so
6. 6 rations, that is.
right. So 3 gold is 6 rations. So 9 gold would be enough food for all of us.
Okay, so I'll just pay for.
But
Well,
I guess
Jacob,
yeah.
you
I
already
guess
bought
yeah.
some.
Just 6 gold then. 6 gold
Okay.
is enough.
Holy shit.
Jason,
Part of this.
for the fire
Yeah.
potions, do those, what's the time frame we're looking at for that?
So
Like, is it
fire
like a day
resistance
long? Is it an
potions.
hour?
They provide resistance for an hour.
Okay.
I'll get one. How much did you say those were? 200?
Yeah.
What about the you said there are scrolls or
Yes, so there are scrolls of protection from energy. Those would
that
just allow
count?
you to essentially cast the spell and choose which elemental type of damage you would take or you would have a resistance to. Those, I believe, are still an hour and require concentration.
Okay. But would that be unlimited use?
So when you
More or
use a
less,
scroll,
or-
the scroll is used up.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll just buy a couple potions. So is it because? So do we need the potions for like just traversing the land, or is it more like? Are we thinking more like pop them if we're fighting something with that's
I
lava?
wouldn't waste a potion on traversing the land.
Right.
I mean, it's gonna be rough, but
Yeah,
I don't know how much like the time. Like you have we're gonna be spending an entire day in this area.
Yeah, exactly.
the main thing for the potions and the scrolls, at least from how it seems, is if you are going against something that will be doing like a large amount of damage to you, the only real other ways to protect yourself from the environment would be to naturally be like acclimated to this very hot area or have some form of protection like Ignakshi has mentioned she can give one of you guys. But other than that,
Yeah.
stuff like potions probably won't last long enough to significantly aid you in the travel portion.
Gotcha. Because I'm just thinking more like, I guess. Okay, I'll just buy 2 potions.
Sorry,
then for
Pyre
it.
is the fire speaker that you guys are traveling with,
Yeah.
not Ignakshi.
So 2 potions would be 400.
Yep.
Back.
I just bought one.
In this time, Athan, you are able to get your spear. It is a +1 spear that does magical spear damage.
Oh, dope. Okay. Noted. I'll mark that down.
All right, Garrett, do you need to pick up another knife or something?
I don't really care.
Okay.
I guess if there's any sort of like magic. If someone like made not even armor, but like something that was like imbued with some sort of magic, that would, I'm assuming, take like a ritual type of spell, right? Like if there was like a cloak or something I wanted to buy that had like, is that does that exist? I don't even know. I'm just kind of like,
So they would exist. They're typically less common. The only real barrier on that would be taking time to sort of peruse through the market and find someone selling it.
gotcha.
So more of if you guys feel like you want to leave today, or sort of like while you still have the light, um, or if you're sort of taking the day to get everything together.
What do you guys think? Should we? I can't remember what we said last time. If we're looking to rush out or not.
I mean, what time of day is it?
It is. I'm gonna go with the typical noon because you guys left the Satyr's Half Horn this morning to talk to Taranika for a bit, and then you explored the sewers for about like 12 seconds,
yeah.
and then you came to the market. So I wouldn't say more than the morning has passed.
Okay. I mean, it's not unreasonable to start our journey today.
No, definitely not.
I also like she's been out there for a year. You know, I don't think one day is going to make a difference if we want to just chill and relax today. I don't care either way. I guess Athen, like, he wants justice, but he's not like, you know, bloodlusting out here.
Right.
He'd rather we were prepared for the journey than rushing foolhardily into it. So yeah, he can go either way.
Yeah. We also, I mean, I would still be interested in going to the place where we can apply for the tournament. Because if we're taking 5 days, or is it 5 days round trip?
5
Is
days
that
to get
or
out
5?
there,
Right.
and then 5 days back.
Oh shit! I need to buy more rations. um.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I didn't think about that. So it actually, yeah, we'll need to double up.
6 more worth of gold.
Same.
So 20.
How many rations would that be, Garrett?
Another, so
Uh,
three
6
gold.
Oh, so it'd be 12 more. Okay. Fuck it. We are stocking up.
And then is Takik sort of going around with this time as well, just looking for people to sell like some form of fire resistant clothing.
Yeah, I was gonna come talk to my friend Timon. Timonin.
Timon is currently up on a raised stage with some amount of guard around. You see he is talking to a crowd of Crowan people and visiting residents of Theros, who all seem to be gathered around. Before sort of walking up there, he is kind of doing a little bit of crowd work, but primarily talking about forms of governmental structure. As Timon has mentioned before, he is a philosopher from Meletis and doesn't particularly like the militocracy that Akros employs. However, he has changed his tune a little bit from the last time you talked to him. You hear he's making several points about moving towards a theocracy and embracing the rule of the Archon of Sun's Grace, who has shown up in Akros. And people seem to be kind of lukewarm on the idea. You think just because of the general idea of Archons in the past, but nobody is actively throwing tomatoes at him. Much less attention, but still up on the stage next to him is a man dressed in black robes who bears the symbols of Erebos on his vestments. You think some sort of priest of Erebos who is espousing fear of a doom to come to Akros.
Sorry, I was testing something. Did you say Timon is actively saying we should just worship the Archon?
People should be accepting of the art. He's not like bow down. He's just saying a theocracy might be a good idea, and Heliod is a good god to have that be.
What does that have to do with the Archon, though?
You could make me a history check if you wish.
Sure.
I thought he was a traitor, so I'm not super interested in talking to him now.
Not sure what it has to do with the Archon. However, it is one of the first times you've heard the phrase Archon of Sun's Grace. So maybe something to do with that.
Perhaps
Okay.
I should do a history check on this place that I've never been to.
I mean, Archons are sort of worldwide, right?
Yeah. If you want to
Okay.
do a history check as he's talking to sort of recall information.
Nice.
Bunch of big brain boys
Fucking
over here.
solid. No idea what he's talking about. He's also up there standing next to some guy, standing within 10 feet of some guy who worships Erebos. Timon's fucking lost it, man.
Oh my God.
This guy is speaking about something, but I'm not really grasping it.
I don't have vicious mockery.
Sad.
Okay, I don't want to talk to this loser. Where's the fucking traitor guy? Or the trade
Polonius,
thing?
he's down here by the
He's
fountain.
out here.
Polonius was a traitor. Traitor.
No one's in here.
Just walk through a fucking establishment.
Felonius.
Ah, Takik, you've made it to Akros. It's fair polis. What
Yes. I was
may
just
you
in
be
the
in the
sewers.
market
It
for?
was wonderful.
Oh,
I am looking for some fire-resistant clothing or armor that might be readily available. I know there's like a magic smithy. I don't know if there's anyone about the market that may produce cloaks or whatnot. Those seem to fit my style a bit better than having to put on more egregious armor than I already have. I'm not typically one to get in the middle of fighting anyways. Not like brave Dardanus here with his mighty glowing rippling muscles.
Dardanus does sort of like flex as you say that and have his spear just sort of more firmly in the ground. But Alonius is like, in the market for some form of magical protection from the heat, I see. Well, you're in luck. I am supplying Akros with quite a bit of fabrics and other textiles, and there are a few people who I have connections with here. If you don't mind, I'm sorting out some customs arrangements with the fair Crassus over here, and he points to this man. But after that is over, I will assist you in seeking out some magically protective clothes.
Would you like some assistance in persuading this fine gentleman?
Are you familiar
You-
with economics? I'm very impressed by your wide array of knowledge.
I feel like he was really close to being racist right there.
Yeah.
I tend to dabble in many things. As a traveling bard, I have to deal with lots of things, and I'm no stranger to some basic economics. Um, Also, that gentleman appears to be the type of person that I will successfully be able to have a profitable conversation with. Let's just say that.
Well, by all means, go ahead.
Give him what you want. Give him.
Just shake him violently.
Yeah.
I'm like staring up at this dude that's for sure like a full foot taller than me. Hello, sir.
Hello,
What,
Takik, was it?
it is indeed. I hear. What the hell did he even say? I was just talking.
Economics, brother.
Yeah, it appears my friend may be having some difficulty in. Uh, I honestly don't remember what he said. He was trying to do customs things.
Indeed. Elonius and I were discussing the uh, import taxes on goods from Melitus of recent times. We've been quite dependent on them as the troubles here in Akros have been plentiful and many. So we have been attempting to supplement our coffers by increasing the taxes on what is being sold here, being brought from Melitus. It's nothing of ill intent. Simply, we are on hard times here, and we must continue to make sure the treasury is full enough to afford the ongoing wars that are happening between the Akroan soldiers and the raiding forces from the Polis Skofos to the north.
Ah, indeed, indeed. But my good sir, it is a time of celebration, and the game's quickly approaching. My friend here is truly a man of honor. He saved my other friend over there. Points to Draki sniffing his own butt.
What?
Um, my friend over there was cursed, and this man gave us shelter and pointed us in the direction we might go. Surely a man of honor in this honorable, strong city is worth having here, selling his goods to the many vendors who are looking to increase the economic welfare of the city amongst this time of celebration. And it appears he comes here frequently. I'm assuming based on his repertoire in the market that I've sensed.
He is an old friend of mine. He has been coming here for quite some time. Can you make me a persuasion check? Damn, son.
Nice.
You make a good point, Takik, and he sort of brings a big, like, meaty hand down onto your shoulder. And he's like, although it will not be a edict that I give all of the Militian merchants, Elonius has proven to be quite a valuable resource over the past year.
Oh, certainly. I
I
wouldn't trust all of them.
Trust
as a
the
condition.
business of which you will do in the market as well will be prosperous for us. I have other
Oh,
business to attend to.
very well, my good sir. Thank you, thank you. I have already made some purchases, and I look to make a few more.
Sounds excellent to me. He walks away.
Fucking villain from Pocahontas walking away.
Yeah.
Well, that was easy.
Alonius
You
does
are
turn to you. He's like,
you are
you are
very
very persuasive. It's no wonder we allowed you to camp with us while your friend was slowly turning into a demon. How can anyone ever
As
say
you
no
can
to someone
see.
like you?
Yes, yes. It's my unruly charm and dashing good looks. Anyways, for contacts within the city. I hate to be just strictly jumping to business again, but we are in a bit of a hurry to be on
Business
our
is
way.
my nature.
Oh, indeed.
Was there other business other than the protective clothing, or shall I go searching for some of my more wealthy patrons?
Athen or Draki, are you two searching of anything that our friend might assist us in finding in this vast city?
I don't think there's anything else I need.
I mean, if he has extra fire-resistant clothing, I could definitely wouldn't be opposed to possibly purchasing some.
Yes, my friend is fleet of foot, and he does not wear armor during our travels due to his bountiful nature of doling out hurt on those that might try and harm us.
Indeed.
You do seem a bit more prone to fire, Draki, with your fluffy nature.
Yes, I would hate for my beautiful fur to catch a fire.
Please wait here, and I will go to seek out my various contacts.
Various.
Various.
Indeed.
Marias.
That's my boy.
All right. Time to hump an ox.
What?
Okay. If you say so, shit.
Elonius
Time
walks
to go
away.
make a centaur.
Dardanus does strike up conversation with you guys, and he's like, "Would any of you be interested in fighting by my side in the competitions to come?
Mm.
I have not found many willing participants here to fight anything like the fire giant that is rumored to be held captive by the Akroan military for the games. And you are all quite clearly capable."
I would
Well,
not be
I'm-
opposed to
I'm
it.
better at imbuing fortune and healing and such upon people. I'm not really one to get in there and necessarily fight, but I may be able to be persuaded. Wink.
I know we had talked about participating in the games. We never actually
Mhm.
discussed among ourselves what events we would like to try out for.
Well,
I
Athen,
believe there is
clearly you
a
are
plethora.
impressive, especially for, or even for an Akroan. Do you not wish to vie for the hand of the queen?
So the one, and correct me if I'm wrong, there's a bunch of different games, but there's only one competition that actually results in that, right?
Yes, that will be towards
And
the end
that's-
of the month. The final week is when those
And
will be hosted.
what is that competition consist of?
There will be several trials to which Terranica was not openly discussing with you when you were talking, but she wasn't exactly hiding anything. You just didn't really get around to the discussion.
I mean, I guess I'll just ask Dardanus. Have you heard of what these trials are?
I believe the trials are many feats of strength and exceptionalism to weed out the less apt Akroans for the hand of the queen and the position of king of Akros. Ultimately ending in a competition. I believe they have some flying chariots from Meletus that they have brought in, part of which will be to chase after a phoenix and try to procure a feather from it.
That sounds pretty dope.
That sounds very dope.
I think if nothing else, then for the sake of the challenge, I would enter those games. But is that seems more like a solo act? I don't think I could partner with you in that regard.
No, I'm seeking to find people to fight alongside me in the gladiatorial pits, should it be against a fire giant or any sort of creature otherwise that they have procured for the games.
I see.
What
There
do
are
these
other
rewards
competitions.
look like?
Fame and Akros is definitely one of them. Other ones are various different sums of
He's selling his
money
body.
Very.
in which you
Yeah,
will be paid out for the position in which you finish in the games.
understandable.
He's like, you can have the queen, or you can have me.
You had me at fame.
Yeah, Athens, like I would happily fight alongside a warrior such as yourself. I am keen to know what your or to see you in action and see what you're capable of.
Indeed. Hoplite from Melitus fighting side by side within a crow and Hoplite should be quite a sight to behold.
I would also love to participate, but is this a mere two-man team?
I think we can sign up with however many people we want for the gladiatorial fights against different monsters.
I can't fight Various. He's my friend.
That's my boy.
They, to my knowledge, will adjust the fights according to the roster for who is going up together.
Well, if you find gentlemen would have me, I would also be. I would fancy to join. Always love a good fight, and honestly, I also love tournaments and festivals. There's good food, good drink, and happy people.
I'm not really much of a fortune teller, sage or whatnot, but something's telling me that I'm gonna be end up in the box with the queen for this event. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna fight yet.
It's
Quite the position of honor. I suppose we'll have to go complete our task to earn such a worthy place by her side.
I for sure wasn't
That
going to
is true.
speak. I wasn't just going to magically appear there.
Fucking Missy stepping.
I will not try to persuade you to do something against your nature, but many a great tale include a supportive bard or similar role in parties. So even though you may not be as stalwart as Athan or I or Draki, your magic boons would be of great aid to us. Should you decide to fight alongside us. Alonius has
I may
returned
sign up
as well.
for a fun, dramatic entrance, let's say.
Got it.
Like in
Very-
WWE, when like one of the
very
wrestlers is
mysterious.
secretly in the crowd, and he just
Yeah.
gets up and
Yeah.
joins the fight.
With the steel chair! So Alonius returns. He is bearing a fine wooden box, a long, thin wooden box, which he opens up, and you can see there is, similar to Pyrana's robes, a pretty deep red cloak in there that is not embezzled.
Embezzlement.
It has patterns that are the symbol of Perforos threaded throughout it. And then there is a sort of darker blue cloak alongside that. And he's like, the red cloak is a cloak of fire resistance. Should you attune to the cloak, you will be able to resist fire. The deep blue cloak here is a cloak that will allow you to reactively absorb elements. It will imbue the magical powers of the spell. What is that spell called again?
Absorb elements.
Absorb elements. Yes.
the words you already said.
Yes. Several times over the course of the day. However, the magic is not infinite. These items do run quite a high price. However, as you have assisted me, I have attempted to assist you. The cloaks together would be 500 gold pieces.
Hell yeah. Really quick, would I think that Prufix would be upset if I were to wear a robe that had another god's like embellishment, basically, or emblazing, or whatever.
Not really like a punishable offense for Greek gods. They get the polytheistic approach.
Okay, and to clarify, the blue cloak absorbs element, but it only can be done how many times? Like a couple times a day?
Yeah, so he would describe to you it has 5 charges. Each charge is a casting of the spell absorb elements.
Um, well, I think Draki that would suit you well. Um, since absorb elements is based on melee attacks.
I would be happy to take it. You did strike quite the deal with this man, so I'll let you have your pick.
I only have 319 gold though. How much do you have?
I mean, I got like 400 something. Say, split 250.
Yeah, that's fine.
250.
Oh my good man, thank you for finding these and giving us a little bit of help on this item. Um, you shall have my business when I am in town, in, at all times at this point.
I look forward to it. You helped me
And you
avoid
shall.
some of the taxes from one of the apparently the Queen's new consul. Crassus is in charge of all the trade in Akros now, so it's good to know I have an ace up my sleeve in you.
I would happily lend you my services. Is Crassus the fucking?
That's the tax man.
Is that the guy I talked to, or is it
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I keep getting these names mixed up.
Sorry. There's a
Oh
lot.
no, it's not your fault. Okay, yeah. So I'll take the fire resistant. Jacob, you should look at absorb elements because it, I think, is pretty sick for your.
It's a
Excuse me.
damn good spell.
Absorb.
Yeah, so both
The-
cloaks require attunement, which means you'll need
Okay.
to spend an hour attuning to them. But once you are, Takik will have resistance to fire, and you will have the ability to cast absorb elements 5 times a
I did
day. It recharges at dawn back to 5.
also. I did buy a protection of fire um, potion already. So if we're like in a battle and someone needs it, I'm thinking Athen, since Jacob, you can absorb elements.
Elephants.
Yeah, it'd also be nice if I don't have to concentrate on it, because then I can spend my concentration on other spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
All right. Well, we should
Sorted.
definitely spend the time you guys attune before we head out.
Definitely. Um,
I could definitely probably use a short rest because I'm.
I mean, yeah.
down.
Do we want to just spend the day here and leave in the morning,
I think
just
I'm
so we're
okay with
topped off
that.
and ready to go?
yeah, might as well.
Who is that?
That appears to
Get your
be
ladies.
a huntress of some kind who bears insignias of the Polis Cetessa, so different types of
She has bears.
yeah, bears. There are like animals, as Cetessa is a pretty natural environment / world, but
They're Leonin. You can't call them that.
That one's not Leonin.
the vine
Oh,
symbology
I
of
see.
Karametra, as well as the animal and bow symbology of Nylea.
Do we want to keep talking here, or should we just go chill at like? I don't know what else we got to see. Go back to the horny half eater.
I mean, again, we don't. I guess Athen will go tell Pyrana that we've decided to leave in the morning.
Right.
I don't think we have any like set plans. So if you want to just chat it up with the locals, I don't see anything wrong with that.
I can. Pyrana does say I can meet you at the gate, or if there is somewhere that you want me to meet you at.
We can meet at whatever gate is the one that goes north.
Got it. I will see you there in the morning.
Ta-ta. Perfect.
Hmm. Do I want to talk to this lady, or do I want to go try and put on a performance and drown out Timon's dumbass and see if I can make some money?
It's up to you.
How do I add like an item like the cloak? Do I
think
just
Jason
put it
will
in
give
the
it to us.
items name? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Unless
so
you want
yours
us to
would
add
be
it. then-
Cloak of Absorb Elements.
Would I just throw that in like my items list,
So
or
you can add it to your items, and then once it's in there, if you mouse over that item
Uh-huh.
on the like right hand side, you'll see a little eye pop up.
okay?
If you click that, it'll open up the item,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can select has a resource or use as a resource, and if you check that box up in your character sheet by your attacks, you'll see a little um, resource box populate that'll say like cloak of absorb elements or whatever, and you can put in how many charges it has to keep track of that.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. I can-
Crit fails.
Yeah, I don't. You shouldn't need to roll anything for.
Oh, I wasn't. I was trying
okay.
to modify it or edit it, but I clicked on the.
Gotcha.
I am going to talk to this huntress, Garna.
So Garna and Sia are the Leonins who you had previously met at the Satyr's Half Horn the other day.
Oh.
I realized their nameplates weren't showing up. So Draki had spoken to them. They are the ones who are visiting here from Tethamos, the Leonin capital, after running into the refugees from the Katakathon Mountains. You see they're speaking with this huntress lady.
Oh, I was just going to ask her about if she knew anything about the things in the mountains, but if she's already talking to them, I honestly probably won't waste my time since.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll ask her. I don't care. Whatever. Because I didn't meet the other Leonin, so
Got it.
I don't think.
So as you are approaching, you do hear them using her name, Corinna. I can add that in there. And you approach and just sort of broach the subject of creatures in the mountains.
Yeah.
Greetings, hunters. I was looking to see if you, well, I believe my friend may have met you two, Sia and Garna, at the Half Horn last
So we
night.
do recognize you, yes. You were in with the other Leonin and the Crowan soldier.
Indeed, yes. I was looking to see if you had heard anything further about the, was it giants or the serpents? I don't remember what you all had mentioned you were searching for out in the mountains.
I believe it's Sia who speaks up. No, Garna speaks up. And she's like, while I was out in the mountains with the other Iron Mains, we were hunting a group of fire giants to drive them from the caves that they started to inhabit and call home so that we would have a point out in the Catakathon Mountains for ourselves. It is during that hunt that we ran into the refugees fleeing from these fire snakes.
I see. And were the fire snakes led by like a larger fire snake, or were they made of magma purely? Um,
They are the
obviously,
same as these purported rumors of lava creatures, these fire snakes made out of the lava itself. We did not happen to run into any of them as we kept the group of refugees safe, bringing them back to Tethamos. However, their story lines up with many other Leonins who have been displaced in the mountains, as well as some of the explorers here from Akros. That the fire snakes, there are some small ones, and oftentimes they are led by a larger, more tougher version of them, as well as the sightings of a red dragon and a man riding on the back of it with a lava dripping axe.
that leads right into my second question on if you have heard any news about this red dragon being sighted, or if there's a concentration of where that may have occurred.
We were comparing tales of sightings of this dragon with Corinna here. It appears the dragon itself has been seen pretty frequently flying in the Catakathon Mountains, often heading east, in the direction, at least, of Tethamos. Though it does not appear a direct path. They are going back and forth quite a bit. We're not sure why, but Corinna has done some scouting over the past couple months here.
My good lady, what have you seen in your travels?
The dragon seems to be erratically moving east to west multiple times throughout the day. It does seem to be making more of a progress towards the east. However, I'm not quite sure what it ends up going back for, but it seems to be split between travel throughout the day. It gets closer and
Interesting.
closer to Tethamos by the day, but again, this strange behavior is odd.
What do I know about Tethamos?
You could make me a history check.
Goody.
Killing it tonight, guys.
Not really
Thank
a
God I
lot.
haven't had to roll yet.
Leonin communities are generally less of the party life, at least in terms of how satyrs like to revel and do parties.
Oh, that's where the Leonins are. Okay.
Yes, the basic knowledge that you don't forget as you roll a 9 is that it is the capital of the Leonin region. Essentially, it is one of the only sedentary settlements that Leonin have.
Are there any? I'm just gonna ask them. Are there any tales of the Leonin being subjugated to like heavy attacks in the past by either Akros or um, some sort of like fire deity trying to punish them? I'm not sure what their alignment typically is as far as the Nyx goes.
The general outlook of most of our kind is one of being iconoclasts, people who do not pay reverence to the gods, though we do not deny their existence. This has not drawn any ire from a particular god, one of fire or not. But we do have a history of having been at odds with at least the early peoples of Akros, Many of the Leonin tribes were co-opted by the Archons at the time in the Age of Trax to fight in their legions against the other mortals of Theros. The only other connections to the pantheon of Nyx that seems to cause so many problems for the rest of Theros is the sun's mirror lies within our lands and is a holy place for those who worship Heliod. Similarly, Mount Kyr is a inactive volcano that has a shrine to Heliod built inside of its caldera. Although it is not something we put there, and it is not something that we travel to, usually. There are some of those who do worship Heliod among us, but they are more rare than plentiful.
I see. Interesting. Well, thank you for the information. I will use it in my travels probably, so I appreciate you being open with what you've seen and learned.
You're welcome.
Start climbing up this pillar.
Is there anything else you guys are doing in the Agora, or are you calling it a day and meeting Pyrana in the morning?
I think I'm ready to call it a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess like maybe just Athen might like take a walk around the city and just visit places and see things, you know, since it's been a while since he's been back, but he doesn't do anything noteworthy necessarily.
Okay. One of the few things of note, however, there is beneath, more or less beneath the Colossus of Akros, there is a very finely crafted marble sort of fountain and statue, similar to the one of all the deities in the Agora, that is the likeness of Queen Cymede standing with King Anax, sort of overlooking the courtyard that it's in, with Queen Cymede having her like hand over the shoulder of Anax as they seem to look out upon the people of Akros.
Yeah, and was sorry. Also, the Agora was the fountain here supposed to be their tomb?
It is a tomb for fairly important people. So, as somebody who is a resident, previous resident, current, whatever, of Akros, you would know if the queen and the king were buried, they would be buried there.
Okay. But this is just like a separate memorial for them.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, Athen does pause and like look upon the visage of Cymede. Feels like it's been forever. But then he eventually just goes back to the tavern for the night.
Got it. So I believe it was 2 silver for the night at the tavern. So if you guys are staying there tonight, that would be the money to spend.
Sounds good.
No, I'm not gonna have 69 gold, dude.
Can't believe I don't have this picture
We're long
already.
resting.
Yeah. Your night is uninterrupted for the long rest, as you are in the safety of the impenetrable walls of Akros.
Wait, my speed is 35? I'm an idiot.
I was watching some stuff for Theros just the other day, and I did read that, and I was like, I don't know if Garrett knows this.
I think I did at the beginning, and I forgot about it.
Nice.
Built like that.
All right. In the morning, you are able to convene with Pyrana, who does begin leading you guys outside of the walls of the city as soon as you are ready to go. Should you have any other desires to do quickly before you leave, speak now or forever hold your balls.
I think I'm ready to go.
Ah,
You got to catch my icon before you can put me over there.
Yeah, I was trying to group you guys together.
Sorry.
If you could just go stand next to Athan, that'd be great.
Holy shit!
The gods are teleporting us.
Very nice.
Stealth.
Just
You're gonna roll your
making
natural
all of the
20.
rolls.
Oh, that 48 is the best one I've seen all night, except for the persuasion.
Indeed.
So as you guys head out of the northern gate of Akros, you are heading towards these volcanic lava fields, where you can see there are many sort of valleys and crevices cutting through, and points at which lava seems to be flowing from different parts of the volcano itself, Mount Velis, down into these crevices and valleys. There is a lot of mountainous terrain leading up to Mount Velis as well. However, pretty much at any point in your journey this way for the moment, Mount Velis itself does loom large in your sort of perspective or point of view, as there is not uncommonly black smoke sort of fuming from inside the mouth of the volcano as you begin your travels. Pyrana does ask, who shall I give the protection of Perforos to for the day?
well, so Takik's cloak should mean he's good traveling through here, right?
Yeah.
It
I
does.
believe so.
I guess he would ask Pirana, does just like sort of a base resistance to fire allow one to pass through this territory unhampered?
It will be a great assistance. However, the heat itself is quite extreme, and we are contending with it as well as the arduous task of moving through the terrain that at any point in time could erupt or have lava flows happen, and then the off-gassing of different fumes as well will be purveying the air, causing the journey to also be difficult. But the aspect of the heat will assist, at least in terms of the endurance parts.
Did I not? Hold on. Guess I never fucking put this on my character sheet. I'm fine if we want to give it to Draki.
Either way,
Yeah, I'm good with
for
that.
today.
It will also give you a resistance to fire for the day. So,
Huzzah.
See. Well, that would be much appreciated. We could maybe cycle it for the days as we travel deeper and deeper.
if that is what you wish, that is what I shall do.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Exactly.
All right. So, for the initial travel here, can I get a survival check from the group at advantage because you are traveling with Piranha.
Hell yeah.
Big survival check.
Big survival.
Pimpin'.
Do. We're on this tab now. No, not that tab. All right. So, first part of your trek into the lava fields, pretty easy going as you go from the arid grasslands of Akros to this more volcanic region. Piranha does seem to pretty expertly guide you guys through different valleys. There are several times of which you make a diversion down sort of one fork in the path, only to then hear sort of a eruption from the other side of the path. You think probably a lava flow that bubbled up and caused the other path to be dangerous to walk. While you guys are traveling, can I get a Constitution saving throw as well? As the sort of end of the day comes and the heat and fumes are already getting to you guys.
Nice.
Oh, I
Oof.
did not mean to roll with advantage. I'm assuming.
Oh.
Yeah, the Constitution save would not be.
My bad.
Well, both my rolls are still shit, so,
Same. Oh, my first, the one that counts was shit.
Listen, it wouldn't be Theros if we weren't suffering from conditions the entire time.
I've got Inside a Volcano playing right now too.
we
Uh,
have been
so
my earbud.
afflicted
for
nonstop.
the
Is it just like
record,
an ambient background, or
Yeah.
as I did say before and just forgot immediately, Takik because you have the fire resistance, and Draki because you have the protection of Perforos today. You guys are rolling at advantage for that con save.
Oh, let's fucking go.
Unfortunately,
Well.
Draki did not help you. As you guys are approaching the end of your travels for the first day, there is a moment where
savings?
the initial journey seems to already be getting to you, and you do suffer a point of exhaustion.
No.
Holy shit.
Before sort of finding a place to make camp, Piranha does inform you guys there is ahead, and she sort of like pulls up these tufts of hair and different shavings of iron. There are signs of a fire giant in this area.
Wait. Did she like collect those as we walked?
As you guys are sort of
You're
coming to
calm.
the end of the day, and she's looking for a place to essentially have you guys make camp that would be safe and out of the way. These are things that she's going around looking and like noticing.
Okay.
Are we still on the page? We haven't moved pages, right?
No, I don't have a
Okay, cool.
basic travel. I guess I could put you guys on the map.
It doesn't matter. I just wanted to make sure my thing was loading. A fire giant. They won't notice us, right? They're pretty dumb.
It
Probably
depends on the
not.
fire giant. Some of them are well organized. Other ones
They have
tend to be
unions.
nomadic, roving peoples.
Mm.
All of
For
them
food.
do have as they are kin of the Titans from the early days of Theros, do have some unbridled hatred within them that will often cause them to lash out at creatures that enter what they deem as their territory.
Ugh.
Well, I guess, just pray to the gods that they don't come across us and find us a nuisance.
I will keep looking for a spot to settle down here then.
Are giants humanoids?
They are giant.
No.
God damn it! All my spells suck ass for this campaign.
Eh,
Shit. They're all fucking
Sorry.
useless.
How do I give myself a point of exhaustion?
It's a setting you can turn on, I believe.
Is it the one next to spells, like that setting?
I just had
No,
it turned
it's going to be
on.
in the cog wheel, I believe. There is a field you can turn on to track exhaustion. I'm looking for it. So in the cogwheel on the right hand side, towards the bottom, it says show exhaustion tracking. Toggle it on or off. And it'll put it back on your core page.
Oh, cogwheel. Under
It's in the general options on the right, towards the bottom. It says show exhaustion tracking.
is this a cogwheel where like the chat's at, right?
No. On your character sheet,
Oh, that cogwheel.
where it says up at the top says core, bio, and spells.
Yep. Okay. Um. There we go. On. Perfect.
And then it'll pop up on your core sheet when you go back to that, and you can track how many points of exhaustion you have.
Perfect. Damn, disadvantage on ability checks? Fuck.
That shit sucks.
Yeah, I don't know if it applies the effects automatically. It'd be cool if it did.
Would be. Pyrana does find a pretty decent cave nearby that you think is very out of the way. If you were a fire giant, you probably wouldn't notice it. And leads you over to it. I can take first watch, or should you wish to have some different order, we can go ahead and establish that.
I'll go second. I don't mind.
I'll go last since I need my rest after this long day and getting heat stroke.
Okie doke.
As you all bed down for the night, she will make a perception check. Then she comes to wake you up, Athan, and reports nothing unusual.
All
Can I
right.
get a perception check from you?
Dun, 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 dun.
So your watch is also uneventful. However, you do notice it is a little bit hard to really tell what's going on with all the bubbling and gurgling and crackling of different terrain features in the lava fields. But nothing catches your notice.
Okay. I'll go wake up Geek.
Morning already.
Not quite. You make me a perception check.
Very nice.
So the only thing that you notice aside from the bubbling and gurgling of lava, there is a sort of caw of a bird that rings out in the area you're at. But with your perceptive nature, you can tell it's not quite natural. It sounds almost like like it's being made in your knowledge with different instruments coming from some sort of metal object.
Oh, great. At this point, if we're doing a long rest, am I rested enough to stay up?
You would not have, no. Do satyrs trance, or do they have to sleep all of the time?
I think they have to sleep all the time. Remember seeing anything?
Yeah, because I don't think they're like elves in the fact that they trance.
No.
Yeah, so you would need to wake up Draki so that you could go and sleep for the rest of your long rest.
Okay. I wake up Drocky. Orange Sleep Beauty.
I struggle to wake up.
Yeah.
I got
you-
quite tired, and honestly, the bubbling of the lava is actually a very soothing background noise to sleep to. Did not realize that.
It's good white noise.
Yeah, it's like the waves.
Can you make me a perception check at disadvantage?
Oh, all right. Well, I'll just roll another one. Perception. Okay. It's not a 20, but
Yeah, so morning comes and you are seeing the rest of your group wake up rather. Was not noticed during your watch. However, as morning arrives and you are already awake, you do notice there is some rust on the ground at the front of the cave. You have all long rested at this point, but there is a small pile of rust at the front.
interesting.
I mean, can I check my things? Did something get eaten?
Yeah, as you go and check through your stuff, nothing seems to be degraded, and you know your stuff. You don't have to investigate
Okay.
through it.
I mean, like, when you say there's a pile of rust, like, how big of a pile?
Say like a small anthill is what I'm gonna describe it as.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh shit.
Ah, it might attack me.
Let me ward my blades.
When I did the long rest button, I got rid of my exhaustion.
Yes.
Did I? Okay. Cool.
I mean,
I'm gonna just walk out of this, Johnson.
yeah, I don't
Yep.
really know
I think something was
what
here.
to do with this.
I
Some
cast Blade
fucking
Ward
rust monster
though.
came by and shit itself and left.
I did
Some
cast
rust
Blade Ward on
monster.
myself, and I'm just gonna walk out.
Irana, do you know of any rust-shitting creatures in this area?
I don't know of any that shit rust. No.
Are you allowed to say shit?
What?
I'm not. I'm not prohibited from cursing. No.
She's a cool one.
Yeah. I mean, Athens just like whatever, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, something metal could have flown through here that was deteriorating or passed through here.
I just want to do a quick check to see if there's any like footprints or anything like that around it,
Yeah.
I guess.
Make a survival check.
Damn.
You don't notice any tracks.
Cool. Yep, must have just appeared.
I mean,
Do I see anything when I walk out of the cave?
Are you looking for tracks, or are you just looking around your environment?
Little column A, little column B.
Okay, make me a survival check.
I didn't even get anything for my fucking Archer reference?
No tracks, surprisingly.
Well then.
Must have been the Phantoms.
The Minecraft
I say we
Phantom.
Yeah.
I say we give the boon to Draki again.
I agree.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm already dabbing sweat off my forehead. If I could, but yeah. I'm
Well, the problem is
panting heavily.
your cat side of you. You don't actually have sweat glands.
Yeah. I'm literally just panting heavily like a dog.
Once again, you all begin setting off, traveling through the fiery passes of the lava fields here. Make me a survival check at advantage once again. Damn, Athan.
Nice.
I know where we're going. It's this way.
Pushes Pyrana out of the way.
I got a feeling about this one.
We're going toward that mountain over there.
I don't need to ask for directions. Actually, we all fucking nailed that. Look at that.
Yeah, we're
Draki
chilling.
actually did better than me.
It's still not a crit though.
But yeah, with your combined knowledge of traversing through different areas of the world, some dangerous, some not, and Athan's general knowledge of the region that he's in, you are making a
He was a good commander.
you are making a decent pace through the valleys here. Definitely, you think probably not following the same lines as my Candace's hampered journey previously.
I mean, clearly Ignakshi sucked at her job at leading them there.
Yeah.
They were being told not to go by the guy whose domain it is. But as you guys continue traveling for the day, around 3 in the afternoonish, you come to a pass where Pyrana sort of holds up her hand and stops you guys. She's like, "It is unfortunate. In order to avoid the creatures ahead of us, we would have to backtrack quite a bit. However, we can attempt to sneak past." And she points forward, and you can see the glow. There are these kind of these torrents of lava and fire that seem to have taken the shape roughly of large humanoids that are roving through the valleys that you are currently in. We could attempt to sneak past them or deal with them by force, but unfortunately, turning around.
Sorry, there's just like large people made of fire.
Yes, what you guys would notice as fire elementals.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Are these the fire giants?
These are not fire giants, no.
Oh, okay. Of course. I was testing.
How
you.
many do we see?
2 at the moment.
How long would it delay us if we turned back? Would it just be basically a full day travel wasted?
It would likely add a day to travel, yes. Although you all seem capable heroes, at least to my estimates.
I believe that challenges are but tests, and every hardship serves to challenge my abilities and harden my resolve.
Yes.
So I am okay with trying to just push through rather than go back. I guess,
too am okay
well,
with pushing through. We could try and sneak still.
I'm okay pushing through, but just anticipate we're gonna have to fight these things because Athen makes more noise than a fucking bull.
Right, so here's the thing. Do I try and take off my armor to better sneak through here with the risk of if they find us anyway, I don't have any armor on when we fight? or do I wear my armor and attempt to sneak through? Because then when I fail my stealth roll, I'll be prepared for combat.
Planning
You
for
roll a
failure sounds like a
disadvantage?
thing.
Do you roll a disadvantage for?
Actually, that's an interesting question. I don't.
If you
I
are
think
wearing
so.
heavy armor, you should be.
I am not wearing heavy armor, but I am wearing one of the armors that has disadvantage.
You will both have bardic inspiration for this. How
Okay,
about that?
Fucking
I'm
starts
okay with
playing
that.
Mission Impossible music.
That's a D8 because I'm a level 5. Also,
I could also I might give myself enhanced ability to get advantage on stealth checks.
If
So
I gave
I
us,
think I'm gonna do that.
if I used my bless, would that work for stealth?
Only saving throws.
It's only saving throws. Okay.
So I'm gonna do this and do Cat's Grace, and then hopefully between that and the Bardic Inspiration, I'm gonna do decently on this stealth roll.
Got it. And just so you guys have a visual of where you are, these are some of the valleys that you travel through, the lava fields. There are quite a lot of cracks in the ground that open up to vents that have more lava in them. Occasionally they will spurt and lava will flow from them. Other times, entire walls of these valleys have, as Pyrana has deftly navigated you around, sort of erupt with a lava flow, should you be unlucky or unfavored by Perforos. Over here is one of those fire elementals, and then some of you probably can't see it, or maybe you can. The other one is around the corner over there. And I can
Yeah, it's weird. I
zoom
can't see
on.
anything like right in front of me.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's probably because I still have this set for nighttime.
Oh. That guy looks spooky.
Well, but I mean, I can see all the way over here.
Yeah, because the lava is providing light in some of those cracks. So
Oh.
there are lit areas. This would be how the vision is during the night, but I can switch that back over to day.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
I just realized that I could have cast invisibility on you.
I mean, it amounts to the same thing. It's advantage on my stealth.
But yeah, if you guys are attempting to stealth past these creatures, go ahead and give me stealth checks.
okay.
Show me a nat 20. That's pretty good.
Show me decent self.
It's better than Dresden's ever done.
Well, I don't think the bardic inspiration is saving me from that.
Probably not.
Are we? Oh, I was doing math in my head about. Oh shit. My bad.
It's fine.
I mean, if you guys are hidden, I can just book it. Like, I don't think I can move at 120 spaces if I would need to.
Well,
Yeah,
I
if
don't
you
know
think
how
you
that
could
would.
like
they're
draw them
gonna.
away, so we could get past
Yeah,
them.
because I can just spend key points and use Step of the
Sure.
Wind, and I don't think anything will be able to really catch me. It's just like I'm just gonna start running.
So yeah,
If
as
you guys
you
want to go that route.
essentially as you guys are moving forward stealthily, trying your best to do so, you make it a decent way. Takik, sorry, not Takik. I just want to punish Garrett. Draki, you do sort of, as you're attempting to get low and do your natural monk stealth,
Right.
you do happen to place your foot in just the wrong spot. in this lava field as it sort of crumbles and a essentially fart of noxious fumes spews out, creating quite a noise. In the moments that you have realizing the sound that you've made, if you wish to sort of draw the attention by moving from away from the party, you can use your movement to do so.
Yeah, I'll do that. Let's see. Which way should I go? I think I'm gonna go over here for right now. 30. No, grab the character. And would they just all be looking at me at this point?
So what we're gonna do is have let's go ahead and have one person from the group that hasn't been detected roll me initiative, and then Draki, you also roll me initiative.
Okay. Ooh, bad initiative.
Garrett, do you want to?
Sure.
All right.
Oh, it is there.
So Draki, you move away from the party, trying to essentially draw attention. The rest of the party over here, you do notice the attention of this guy seems to not have been drawn yet. However, this thing does seem to have noticed Draki, not paid you guys much mind.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not liking our odds of getting past this guy without him somehow noticing us.
As you are all sort of in the same initiative at the moment, where is the main group traveling?
Oh shit! What the hell just happened? Whoa! Hold on, my game just freaked out. Okay, hold on.
I mean, here's my thought. If Draki is running this way and it draws, this guy to follow him,
Yeah.
we could just come up behind them
I feel like that's a good idea.
rather than trying to go a separate way. That way anyone else who's down this path, Draki will alert them as well, and they'll all turn to follow him, and then we'll just be behind him.
Oh, Jesus.
Sounds
What
like
does
a good plan.
Irana think?
I mean, these creatures are somewhat dumb, but they are not blind, despite not having actual eyes. So, if you wish to support your other member, then I think that's a fine play. Otherwise, we could attempt to continue sneaking past, but we will split the group that way.
I just don't see us getting through this narrow area without this guy noticing us.
I do think that he is moving away at the moment. He's not just standing there watching.
It's just like I get that we're being quiet,
just
but we're in
follow
the
him.
middle of the fucking open
Yeah,
area.
let's follow him.
All it takes is him to turn around and he's seen us,
Yeah.
So
And
the
to
fact that
be-
Draki is potentially keeping their sight line away from us, I think is our best play.
Yeah.
To be transparent about it as well, there is, from as you guys have sort of moved forward, another one of these creatures around like 110 feet away.
Yeah, I can see him.
I don't think we're gonna move if we have like any sort of like partial cover here. We're just gonna kind of follow his lead.
Yeah, I think just wait for him to get past and start drawing them that way.
Okay. So on the elemental's turn,
Don't forget you have fire resistance as well, Jacob.
Right.
Yeah, so if you take any fire damage, it will be halved.
Perfect.
The creature just begins lumbering over towards you.
Perfect.
And these guys.
Oh, so I just need to get a certain distance away from him. Perfect.
Just don't run right here. So
Well, if I'm using, well, actually, I guess I can just disengage. It's not the same, but yeah, just avoid getting within close proximity so they don't get
The
opportunity
fire
attack.
elementals up the path also seem to have continued moving. And are no
Cool.
longer visible. And then Draki.
Perfect. I'm going to spend one of my key points so I can get that dash. Oh wait, no, I can use it as a bonus action. Okay. So I won't use that at the beginning of my turn. I'll do my 60 movement first. So here to here is 25 feet. Go there. And then I'll just keep running up probably.
just don't go within 5 feet of him.
Right. So I guess I'll do a little 10-foot move there. 10. So 35 movement.
Let us know if it's a dead end or if you see anything crazy pop up when you get over here too.
So 25 more movement. Get up there.
Forgot to do this for them, but they are large creatures.
Oh
Hell
shit.
yeah.
Why do I see cows over there?
So ahead of you, Draki, as you round the corner, you see a huge creature with one eye and a great club and a loincloth, sort of
Oh, fuck.
standing, looking over what seems to be a group of cows that are penned in by boulders, essentially placed on the ground to form a makeshift fence. And I say cows; these are oxen, the same thing that most of the beasts of burden are in Akros.
Great.
Does not seem
Well,
to have noticed anything, but
Don't
it is
yell.
there.
okay.
Give us the hand signal.
Gives a hand sig. Big big circle cows. Do little horns on my head.
Do we understand what he's saying?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, there's clearly a group of minotaurs up ahead.
I don't see any people over there, right? Like,
Nope.
this ain't no captive scenario. Okay, I'm gonna spend a key point then. Get 60 movement.
Are you going closer to
And-
it?
Well, I mean, I don't know how to get out of here. I'm gonna see where the exit's at.
I would assume we just go back the other way. I don't know what's harder to fight.
I mean, we could just leave.
In
But
case it's
what
not.
would be a scarier thing for you to fight?
Sorry,
Sorry, what?
I don't mean to interrupt. Whatever that was, but just in case it's not clear visually, because I made the map and you guys didn't. Draki, this is sort of like a corner of a ridge. The
Right.
path continues to sort of like wrap around it. So going towards
that's
the
what I
Cyclops is not the
figured.
only direction to go.
Yeah, I figured it because I could see like up further north. It looks like it kind of opens up that way. These
Mhm.
little lines.
The area with the Cyclops
I were
does seem
to-
to be like a dead end.
Right. If I were to, well, I guess I'm not really stealthing from I mean, because if I were to run to like this corner, would that keep me out of sight of the giant?
Which corner? Sorry, I wasn't.
Like over here.
Yeah, you could attempt to go there and continue making a stealth roll with your action, I believe it would be at this point in time.
Right. Because the key points are just bonus actions.
Step of the wind, at least, is, yeah.
Or yeah, step of the yeah. Let me see if I can get over there. Wait, that's only 35 feet. I guess I could just peek around the corner. I can go up over here. It's 45. I'll go up there.
Elementals are not creatures, right? They're just their own class.
They're still creatures. So pretty much everything in D&D that is like a monster or an NPC is a creature.
Okay.
Corpses are really the only things that aren't, and objects.
Okay.
Do I see anything noticeable down this path, or does it just dead end?
I believe. Yeah, so there is a kind of in-between pass as you sort of follow my dooting of the cursor. It does sort of narrow through a little valley here, but you could connect back to the other side by moving through there.
Okay. Am I picking any like cues on how to actually just get out of here?
Definitely not further into where the Cyclops is, because again, that's just kind of a dead end.
A cliffside or whatever.
The 2 points of which you have seen that progress further are where you guys came from, or as you continue moving this way, you may see more.
Okay. I'm going to. I think I moved 45 to get there. 50, 55, 60. I'm just gonna kind of hug the wall and start sneaking that way.
Okay, make me a stealth check as you're doing that.
Come on, baby. Do I still have the Bard inspiration?
I believe so, yes. 'Cause
Yeah,
you
I don't think you
didn't
used
use
it.
it before on your one. So roll a, what is it, a D8 now, or is it still a D6?
D8.
Nice.
13?
Just double checking something really quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the few things I don't copy down into. Okay. You continue stealthing, and you do not think the Cyclops has taken their eye off of their prized hoard up there.
Mm.
Again,
And I
because
think maybe he's a friendly Cyclops.
because the sightlines are a bit obscured, you are seeing a third ox in the, and I couldn't get an exact picture of this, in the enclosure. However, you are catching sort of the glint of light off of it as you realize part of the creature is made out of gold, or the creature itself, rather, is made out of gold.
Oh, shit.
But the Cyclops seems to be focused in that direction still.
Gotcha.
I must return to my group.
with this
the-
news.
The rest of the group, what are you doing?
I mean, so like this guy is looking to where he ran, right?
Yep.
So we could basically dash to right next to it.
I mean, I wouldn't run up to it. I would say maybe just like hold our action to move when it does.
Oh yeah, if we can do that, yeah.
Yeah, you guys could hold your movement. So then it is the creature's turn. Continues following 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 40, 45, 50. Does you see kind of chasing you down, dash around the corner.
Oh,
Oh no. I hit some buttons and it's resetting roll 20. Okay. I think I just hit reload. Sorry. Controlling things is hard. But it
Yeah.
does seem to have run all the way over there. The Cyclops again, surprisingly not noticing anything that's going on. Seems to be pretty focused on the oxen at the moment. And then it is back to you, Draki, as this creature has sort of rounded the corner. It didn't seem to notice that you were hiding until it just sort of looked around and saw you there.
I was like, oh. I'm just gonna pew. Let's go.
For the sake of having held your action, the main group,
Oh, yeah.
you can move your distance.
Which is 30, or are we doing a dash?
So
Well,
you
yeah.
are 35 because
You're right.
you're a satyr. But the other normal people can only move 30. Unfortunately, you can't hold like your full movement and dash.
Gotcha.
We can't dash if we're sneaking.
Right.
Or we can dash, but we can only move half speed if we're sneaking.
Right. So if you guys wanted
So-
to essentially like end this turn doing another stealth roll, you'd be moving half your speed. But I figured with the distraction Draki play, you guys were just normally going.
Yeah, no, it's normally, yeah.
But yeah, so they've moved a little bit. What is the plan with Draki?
I'm just gonna keep seeing if I can find a way out, I guess. Peek around this corner. I see another guy. Well, has that guy noticed me?
That guy should not actually be there right now.
Aha.
So no, they have not noticed you.
Okay. I think I did 35, 40, 60. Then I'm going to I guess I'll just use another key point to dash so I can action. 40. Kind of want to peek around this corner. Oh,
There is another guy there. He does seem to be just kind of ambling north on this map.
okay.
If you aren't
Hasn't noticed me
continuing to
yet,
be
though.
stealthy, you think at the end of your turn it could potentially notice you. However, at
Right.
the moment it is not looking in your direction.
Okay. Then I will probably just kind of sit around the corner right there. That
Okay.
my turn.
Main group. What are you guys doing?
Venturing forth.
Yeah. Oh shit. I'm assuming it's not really paying attention to me, so. And this right
Yeah, so
here
at the
appears
moment,
to be like a rock.
it's just terrain. It's not actually a rock in your way.
I know.
Should you sort of venture closer to it without stealthing, it might notice you, but at the moment it does seem to be tracking where Draki has gone. So I think that was your guys' base movement. Are you doing any actions on your turn?
I don't think so.
I think. Yeah, no, I think I'm good.
Okay. Do you want to hold your action to
Ooh, yeah.
move
Sorry, that is a good idea. Yeah.
when it
We
moves?
can. Oh, we can do that.
Yeah.
Yes, I will do that.
Okay. So creature.
Holy shit. The Cyclops is way bigger.
Yeah, Cyclops mini boss. He's on top of me. Ah!
Yeah. So Draki, the creature continues sort of roiling forth at you. And it is just ever so slightly fast enough to catch up with you finally. And you see, like, it doesn't seem to like try and hit you as it's moving towards you. It just kind of engulfs you in part of it. So I need you to do. Don't think there is a save. The heat just heats. So as it is standing next to you,
Pretty darn hot.
you take
Pretty damn hot.
6 fire damage reduced to 3 because you are resistant to fire currently.
That's not very nice.
However, it is posed to sort of reach out and touch you with its molten hands come next turn.
Right. Damn thing's fast as fuck.
You can move, Thomas.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yes.
And then Draki, it is your go.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna throw a little punch at it so I can get my breakaway.
So with its
Well.
heat as well, even though you are resistant to fire, your clothes still do sort of, and like your hairs catch fire. So you are technically on fire at the moment. So I do need to roll that damage again.
What if I use one of my absorb elements?
You can definitely do that because it's in response to taking damage from something. I'm pretty sure.
Right. Yeah.
It would have the damage again. Should you wish to use your reaction to do that. It's 10 fire damage, reduced to 5 for the moment.
Hold up, I'm just reading the spell again. The capture. Okay, yeah, I'll spend one of those then.
So I'll reduce
do
that
fire
to
damage?
2 fire damage.
Oh, 2 fire damage. Okay. Then
You would need to use an action to essentially put yourself out. Unless you just want to stay on fire.
gotcha.
I mean, odds are he's gonna just catch up to you and light you on fire again.
I know I wasn't gonna use my actions for that.
Just wanted to make it clear that that was an option.
I'm going to just throw a punch at him. Or I guess, because what, in my action I get 2 unarmed strikes or whatever. Yeah. So I guess guess I'll just do 2 for the hell of it. Un. Dos. Nice. Both pretty decent rolls.
Got it. Both of those do hit. Much like your friends the fire snakes, it does burn to punch.
God damn it!
So that
I thought I had
is
magic hands.
magic hands make it so that they aren't resistant to your punches, but not
Ah, damn it.
the other way around. However, you
Not
are
vice
resistant to
versa.
fire still.
Right.
So that 6 damage from both of those punches is 3 damage.
So 6 damage total.
So it would have been 6 total from the 2 punches
Oh,
that you landed. Half of that
Gotcha.
is 3.
Okay. So if I were to then move 5, 10, 15 out here,
Mhm.
would I have had to have my action to be able to get this guy's attention?
To get his attention? No.
Yeah. Because I'm just gonna try and kite these motherfuckers.
Okay.
So would he start following me, or do I have to do anything to?
If you essentially end your turn without stealthing, which you can't do at this point because you have used your action to attack, they will notice you.
I'm just saying, because I'm looking to sprint like down this way and out, but I want him to also follow me. Would I have to basically end my turn in their sights?
No, I mean right now he sees you. So if unless he is distracted by something else, he will probably follow you. You do see there is one of these creatures down here as well.
Yeah. Okay.
There is a path down that way that leads away from where you guys are.
Gotcha.
And I think that the northern path is another dead end. Let me double check.
Also, I guess I assume we're trying to go north oriented on this map, right?
Yeah,
That is our direction of travel.
the other northern
No.
path is a dead end. You're
Yeah,
not
So we're trying.
You're not necessarily trying to go north. I mean, technically that is towards Mount Velis, but these paths have been winding and sort of like switching back. So not going north
We
all
just
the
trying
time.
to get out
is
of
it-
here.
Yeah, you're just trying to get out of this area.
Without going back the same way we came. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go over here. 25 movement. 5. Perfect. So what I use 5, 10. I use 35. 60. I guess spend another key point to use my bonus action.
So again, just to be clear, this
Mhm.
path you're going down leads back to where you guys just were.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to loop all these guys so they follow me down this way.
Okay, got it.
And then I'm gonna catch up to the group and be like, they're right behind me. Be fucking on fire. So 60.
This reminds me a lot of Strahd when we were at the winery, and Trevor was just running circles around the entire party.
Yeah. Okay. So now it is the rest of the party.
Oh, also, out of
Can I
curiosity,
see the golden cow over here yet?
I think you have sight of its ass.
Actually,
Jake,
so
what were
if
you
I were to
asking?
use my
Twenty.
dash, that's an action, right? Or
Yes,
is that a
unless
bonus
you
action?
unless you step of the wind it by using a key point and doing a bonus action.
But like, so I could dash and then step of the wind because that's a bonus action.
Yeah, so you could do your
So I
movement.
could get
You could
100
dash with an
maybe
action.
movement.
Yes, and you can
Oh my god.
dash with
Okay.
your bonus action.
I've been using this wrong the whole time.
Well, it's not
Not
all the time that
necessarily.
you want to be running
No, definitely
180
not.
feet ahead of the party.
You ain't never seen a big boy run that fast.
Would I know what this is? Have I heard tales of a golden fire cow ox?
I've heard of a golden goose, but this is ridiculous.
So there's not particularly anything fire about it. It is made out of gold.
Is it alive?
It does seem to be alive. You could make me a religion check if you wish.
Religion.
Nice.
Damn,
I'm sorry.
having a bad brain night.
I mean, it's only a +2. You could give me some random ass things to check with. I state my case.
Is your history not a +2 as well?
It is.
Okay. For the group that has rounded the corner here and is looking at the golden calf, Pyrana will do you a solid, or the golden ox rather, and mention golden cows or creatures made out of metals such as that are often signs of Perforos's favor. Should it be should we free it, perhaps Perforos will look kindly on us. Otherwise, I believe its fate may be an unfortunate one with the Cyclops.
Wait, so the Cyclops is for sure bad.
Yeah. Perforos
Okay,
law
I
does not
mean-
require you to save golden cows. However,
Right. My thought is that, even if we move the boulder and, kill the giant, where the fuck's this cow gonna go?
We could use it as a mule.
well, I don't
I don't
think
know if Perforos would take his holy cow being used as a pack animal very lightly.
I don't think the elemental creatures around here would have any need to consume it. It is
I guess it would just get very hot if it got next to them.
right. It is likely being a creation of Perforos, not in danger of fire either.
That's fair. I mean, I know this is kind of the heat of the moment. Like, is Perforos even in the right state of mind to answer prayers like this?
Save this cow without having to fight the Cyclops.
Stealthily?
Yeah.
I understand Perforos has been diminished at the moment. However, they are still a god. He is still a god of Theros.
Oh, I could get freaky with this thing.
I don't know if he would
Stop
particularly.
trying to fuck the cows.
No. I'm saying with my.
So I didn't know Hera was here. Anyways, not that Perforos would come and save us at the moment, but should we need his favor in the future, I'm sure he would see this saving as a positive.
I mean, I'm down.
How hard are these things to fight?
They are very dangerous.
So
We
should
got
I
this.
sneak in and go take the cow?
If you believe you can sneak in,
How are you going to get the cow out of the pen?
So I can use my little armband and I can go invisible and I can sneak over there and then I can dimension door me and the cow back to where we started.
I do think
Because-
Dimension Door has a limit of medium creatures.
You can also teleport one willing creature. The creature must be within 5 feet of you when you teleport, and it teleports to a space within 5 feet.
Yeah, just give the cow a little bit of food, and then it's very willing.
Let me see if I can find it.
Your size or smaller.
Yeah. So I guess it's not technically limited by medium creatures, but it is limited by your size.
Hmm. You think I could put that thing to sleep?
Not in its current state.
The cow or the Cyclops?
The Cyclops.
Yeah, not. I mean, no offense to your magic, but like, I feel like this dude is pretty tough.
Do you think I could make him laugh? Hideously?
Yeah.
Cyclops are historically very dumb, so you may be able to trick them.
Yeah, but if he's too dumb, it won't work.
Fair.
You won't understand the complexity of my jokes.
I'm gonna go take a leak real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I mean, Athen will follow your lead. If you've got a plan, you know, he's there to support you.
A plan?
Yeah.
When have I ever had a plan, my friend?
You're making it very
But
hard to
also-
support you.
Yeah, I don't know what you want me to say to that.
I guess that would be a
Oh,
dash.
wait, hold on. I got it. Hold on. I got it.
Okay, I'm listening.
I just got to reread this. Hold on. All right, your job, you and Pyrana's job is to get the cow. I don't know how you're going to get the cow, but you got to get the cow.
Are these
Okay.
boulders?
Yes, those are boulders.
Holy fuck.
I'm going to go over here. And I believe this is yep.
I think
We're just fucking sending it.
okay.
This isn't really a plan.
Oh, I didn't. I'm gonna cast Enthrall on the Cyclops.
Enthrall. Okay.
I'm just gonna go. Hail, O tall and mighty one. May I ask what is the name of such a powerful creature, such as yourself?
The Cyclops did roll a 0 on its wisdom to say.
Great. So now he can't see anything else but me.
It turns your direction, and you hear it go, which you know is giant, but you don't know what for.
Great. It's a thrilling conversation.
But that is the response you get, and it does seem to have turned its eye towards you.
Awesome. Well, that is my movement and my action. Oh, do I want to do any bonus actions? Oh fuck, does that get rid of? I think I drop
Cat's
oh no,
Grace or
Enthrall is
whatever.
not concentration.
Oh, nice.
Interesting. Nice. Okay, so I still got that going. I don't think I have any other bonus actions I really want to pull off at the moment. So yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. I've got his attention. We're gonna see what he does.
So it's saying that if I use shatter on this here to blast these rocks, it won't hit him. How do I measure this?
You could definitely do it in a way in which it would not hit him, yeah. It's like
Don't forget, you can change your ruler to be
20-foot radius.
Wow.
Is it a 20? It's a 10-foot sphere.
Oh, well.
There you go.
I
Of the
don't
rule
want to hurt the
rules.
cow.
Yeah, I mean, you can still damage the rocks in front of it without hitting the cow.
Okay. I will cast shatter.
It is an awesome side quest. Honestly, I love the not fighting, just making it work.
Meanwhile, fucking, you're over there playing Call of Duty Zombies,
Yeah.
leading these guys around in
Fucking
a circle.
literal. I'm literally in town right now, dude.
So they have disadvantage on their saves if they're literally rocks. Okay, so go ahead and roll the damage.
I don't think they make saves if
Yeah,
they're
they're
rocks. Unless those are like Gale of Dur or something,
that'd be
which would be a fucking
really
pull.
wild. Yeah.
Dwayne? Is that you?
Okay. So you cast the shatter. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Let's see if I can do this properly.
Dude, I can't believe I actually got deep brawl. I never thought I would use this spell.
So sick.
It's so situational though.
What
like, you
makes
really
it the
can't-
best?
Yeah, you really can't use it in combat, so it's only like for something else. But we're not fighting this guy yet, so I'm like, hey.
The game seems to believe that these objects don't exist on any layer, however, they are still casting shadows. So we're just gonna ignore that it's not letting me delete them. The two rocks that you cast shatter on shatter and are no longer hindrances to movement in that area. Pyrana does look at you, Takik, and she's like, "Do you want me to come with you, or you got this?"
I don't know anything about oxen, so
I know
if you know
very
anything
little about oxen, but I do know more about Perforos, so maybe that'll give us an advantage.
then yes, I would appreciate your accompaniment. Athen, are you just gonna stand there like that?
I can't move anymore. That was my full turn.
Holy, okay.
What do you want from me?
Pyrana is ready to help a cow be calm should she need to.
Our friend is dead.
That's
Um,
awfully
Calm
close,
that
Jason.
cow. What, did you already write me off?
So it is
No.
the enemy's turn. The Cyclops, as it turns towards Athen and says incomprehensible stuff in giant, you can see in the same sort of motion goes to like grab the rocks that have been now shattered by Takik, and those two just crumble. And it seems confused by that, but then it goes and grabs one of the other rocks near the cow and picks it up in his hand and tries to hurl it towards Athan.
Oh man, I didn't realize he was going to destroy the thing for us anyway.
Yeah, what the fuck? What an asshole, dude.
I also double checked. I was like, I wonder if I do know giant. Nope, I know common and minotaur.
I know Common and Sylvan. But that's never gonna help me.
I know Minotaur too, for some reason.
What the fuck?
We should just talk in grunts and moos.
Yeah.
Mrrr.
Athan.
Yes.
It goes and grabs the rock nearby the golden ox and throws it at you, enthralled by you. It does hit you.
Oh, fuck.
Is it question? Is this just like an attack roll it's making on me?
Yes.
Okay.
That is 35 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Jesus Christ.
Let me. I don't think I got anything for that, to be honest. That just kind of fucking hurts.
Holy shit.
35?
Yeah.
Use deflect missile, dude. Come
You could. It'd be really dope.
on. That'd be insane.
Damn it! Why does my health bar never work?
So I was looking at it earlier. Technically, you can deflect these.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That is wild.
Good luck rolling high enough to throw it back.
I mean, that would just be that would be the icing on the cake, though.
Do I feel like you can reach me from there? By the way.
Yes.
Okay. I figured.
Kind of forgot about it till you asked. Draki, you do notice you have now successfully kited 2 of these creatures.
God damn it! Where's the third?
Was this a dead end over here? Is that what you said?
Up by the Cyclops, yes.
Oh. No, I meant Jacob if he saw over here.
Yeah, I couldn't really. I can't really communicate that with you guys though. Currently.
True.
Okay. Draki, it is your turn.
Big zoomer boy gonna be zooming around.
You're doing like the around the world punch, and you're just gonna come in and flatten this Cyclops.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I'll use 6 movement to get there. Boop. Oh yeah, then what the fuck?
He's just like under a rock.
Almost entombed in rubble.
Oh my god. The problem is I'm bringing the party, and I don't know if we.
Oh. No. The party's your problem. You deal with that party.
Did
I
that
did-
did that break your spell?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Well, so it broke my enhanced ability. My enthrall is still just up. It's not concentration.
Are you incapacitated or can no longer speak?
I'm still alive.
Yeah, so just
Okay.
his enhance ability that was giving him advantage on dex saves. Or checks, whatever.
I'm going to use my just normal dash to get up, probably. Go 45 right to there. And then 50, 60.
Okay.
We're gonna
And
round that corner and go, where'd he go?
exactly.
Main group, it is you.
Hey, Piranha. You
Yeah?
got me them heals?
Probably not ones that are gonna outpace that damage. Let me double check the stat block.
So you guys aren't trying to kill it, right? We're still trying on the.
I mean, Nathan's thinking about it now.
Thing looks kind of girthy, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I could give you some health, but not a ton.
I mean, up to you if you think it's better for you to try and kill this thing or heal me.
Mr. Krabs, I have an idea.
Now he's got an idea.
Well, now I have an idea to save you.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna yell at the cat that we need you to go run over to get that cow, the golden cow. Since you're fast.
Yeah, Piranha's like, should I heal him, or is there a plan that I can help
Oh
with getting the
no,
cow?
you should definitely. I would heal him instead of helping with the cow.
Okay.
Are we getting? I need to get a cow.
Yeah, this gold cow over there, you can see clearly. Right here.
Okay. I see now.
Sort of as I'm like shouting this out, Takik takes his like loot off his back and he starts strumming just like a really cool song, and he starts to walk forward a little bit. And
My
as he
favorite
does
song.
it, you see this essentially cloak of fey magic start to weave out of my horns and cover my body and covers me in a unearthly beauty. And as I shout out to the Cyclops, I use my mantle of majesty, ability.
Tell yourself, blah blah blah.
So basically,
Okay.
I am charming this giant thing.
All right, and then you're giving it a command.
Yeah, and as I stare at it, it's single eyeball. It's like a loud whisper, but I say prone, and he falls on his face.
Shit yourself.
Defecate.
Tungsten balls.
Okay.
Or I say
believe,
grovel, I guess, and
believe he fails. As per the words in the thing.
Well, so don't you still have to cast command?
I cast it as a bonus action without expending a spell slot.
Right.
So yes, I cast command. So what is the save for that?
It's your spell save.
Well, the creature automatically
A
fails
wisdom
it,
saving
though.
throw.
Oh, does it
But it's-
not charm them when you do this?
Oh,
That's what I was checking. It says if they're already charmed, they fail, but yeah, I think you have to have charmed them prior to that.
So wisdom, I think. So you're probably not in any danger here. Yeah. So you sort of cloak yourself in that fey magic. This is sort of an inherent ability that Takik has as well from his abilities. However, Takik, you notice it does seem to be empowered by that ever-present shadow with you, as that sort of fey magic takes on a similar silhouette to the kind of visage of Xenagos that has been following you around. And the creature falls prone, the Cyclops, and starts groveling towards you.
that's badass.
Nice.
Unfortunately, my friends, this will be my main source of concentration for the foreseeable future.
I think it's a good source of concentration.
Yes.
Also,
Playing
for
Bard
what
is
I
so fun.
for what I could tell, the exit to this cave or this canyon is down the path directly in front of us, or I guess to the right of us, and then taking another right. Or actually, that'd be a left. I'm dyslexic. In game and out.
I mean,
Draki accurately describes the exit from this place to you guys.
okay.
And also, I
Um,
possibly have 3 fire tornadoes following me. So we gotta move.
All right. Well, I mean, if this guy is sufficiently, out of the game here with Takik, I can go help with getting the cow.
Yeah, we have.
Or I mean, the thing is, I don't know how much this guy is going to like try and chase us down if we steal his cow. Like I don't really know if there's a reasonable distance we can run away.
Well, you guys should start going toward the exit, and I can meet up with you fairly quickly. Based on the
Okay.
description, I can oops, I can get to you easily.
All right. So am I going and getting the cow, or
I think he wants you to go down the path that Draki pointed to.
Well, yeah, I mean the cow. I think you could get the cow. You might have more. It might be better for us to have multiple people, or at least like one, since you're closer and it's your turn. I just run over to grab it.
okay?
I don't know if we have to coax it or what, but Piranha might have an idea.
I mean, I assume we'll need to coax the cow, because I haven't done a good job explaining. As the rocks have sort of like shattered, and there was that loud noise, and then it grabbed the other rock. All of the animals seem ready to sort of move from their captivity and bolt for it.
Okay.
I mean, we could just, if they're trying to run, we could just herd them.
Yeah. I mean, getting up to this thing, how is like? I realize the other ones are just like regular beasts. They're probably scared by the loud noises and whatnot. Is this one acting any different than them?
It is less like afraid and more sort of like a regal creature freed from its binds at the moment. Seems to be ready to kind of dash elegantly past this groveling Cyclops.
I mean, I guess because it was hard to see. Getting up to that, should I know to like stay out of its way then?
Probably also like staying back and just like readying to potentially do like an animal handling check or like grasp onto them because they do seem like they're gonna move past you.
Like grab onto it to like get on it.
If you're trying to like coax the creatures,
Yeah.
either that like animal handling check or trying to
If
like tame them.
If it's an animal of like the gods, I would say it may be smart enough for you to like talk to, maybe as an attempt to convince it to follow you.
Yeah,
Or help them.
I guess why not? Athen will just be like, um, we're here to release you from these bonds. Follow us to safety.
So the kind of voice or the sound that comes from its mouth is not an animal one, but one that sounds like the gurgling of lava and the different environmental noises from where you are. Dialect of primordial that you can kind of identify as Ignan, more of like a fiery elemental speech. But it seems to sort of nod its head in the affirmative.
Okay, then yeah, I'll just stay there and wait, I suppose.
Okie dokie. Do 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 do. So, for the sake of expediency, as we are getting close to 9 o'clock here, the creatures do move forward following that golden ox. And as they're sort of moving towards you, Athan, do you attempt any form of like trying to grab onto one of them or like trying to coax any of them? All of the creatures are moving. These two oxen and the golden bull.
I guess he doesn't really care about the other oxen. The golden one, I mean, if it seemed like it was just like intelligent enough to like convey. He does. I don't think he needs to like hiya it or whatever. You know, like he's not gonna
Mhm.
he's not gonna hurt it like some common animal. I guess he would just try and like motion for them to go. It's like this way, right? We want him to go this way.
Yeah.
So yeah, just try and
Tell
like
them to follow the
point-
cat.
point and direct him. Yeah, just be like, my companions over there can help lead you to safety.
Got it. So it takes a charge as the other ones follow behind it. Takik, are you doing anything as they go past you? Or get up next to you, rather, if they can't make it past you yet?
What is my range on this? Hold on. I guess I'll just be like, great beast of majesty. I hope that we are able to get you away from this monstrosity. if we can tell it's smart, I might ask him if we might ride on him or his companions back out of here.
You get another sort of response that is just gurgling of lava. Do you speak primordial at all?
No.
Okay, you don't understand what it says as it's moving past you.
Would it be animal handling to try and like convince one of the oxen to let us ride it?
Yes, it would be.
I guess I already used my action, so I can't do that.
So we're kind of out of turn order at this point, just because again, just trying to make it expedient with the distance that Draki can move, and the minute that Cyclops is going to be groveling. This is sort of just as it's happening.
Well, I don't think it likes my clothes.
So you do kind of attempt to coax the creature that is going with the golden bull to kind of let you onto it and ride it. But in the kind of commotion as they're moving past, you don't grab on very well. You do sort of get pushed to the ground a little bit and take some damage, but nothing serious. It's 3 bludgeoning damage.
Motherfucker.
And then standing up, you can follow them. Draki, in the same time, you do know the elementals are still following you, but you are keeping ahead of them.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wish to be running alongside the bulls, you definitely can. Or if you wish to attempt to try and get onto one of them.
No, I think I'll just try and lead them.
Okay.
Like, just stay. I don't know how fast their movement is, but I'm assuming I'm probably possibly faster, or at least I can be. And I'm assuming the other two are just following the Golden Bull. And the Golden Bull seems smart enough to just
Okay.
probably follow me.
Piranha does attempt to grab onto that ox in the back and does sort of grab a hold of its tufts and kind of ride along the side of it at the moment. Athen, are you just running after?
Yeah, I'll just follow. Do I think I can keep up?
Yes, with these guys, definitely.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll just follow behind.
So yeah, the train moves down to the other part. You can move your token, Thomas.
We got a Lamborghini.
Lamborghini pulling.
And for the sake of it, cinematically, as you are sort of rounding the bend with all of these oxen, you do notice not like where they are currently, but there are fire elementals that sort of turn and look in your direction as you are speeding past on this caravan of bulls, with Draki out taking point to that bottom left exit from this map. And before they can like start to move towards you guys, there is a sort of shake in the ground, an earthquake, some may say, and the walls sort of collapse, blocking their path from getting to you as you leave the map.
Nice.
Thank you, Purpose.
He knows. He knows. I don't know. You know.
Fucking toad. But yeah, and as you guys victoriously ride these creatures out of this area, we can go ahead and call that for the night.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Damn. Hell yeah. That was a fun side quest.
That was.
We really just chat in that Cyclops' dinner.
You know?
He's gonna be pissed.
Just why take one cow when you can take all of them?
Right.
I mean, now we look like, we're balling out of control.
Hell yeah. That was sick.
Very
But yeah.
nice.
Till
Very nice.
till
That was
next
fun.
time.
Till
Yes,
next
sir.
time. Sweet. Thank you, sir.